Hi, this is Munawwar Sharifi, and I'm here to present you my art installation here at the Kala Ghoda Festival in Mumbai. I'm fondly known as M, and I'm going to run you through this entire installation, which is called It's Okay to Slow Down. It's based on the story of my life and a lot of deep thoughts which are there inside me. And the intention of the installation is just not to add color to an art festival, but it's the intention is to connect the story of mine with other people, the viewers, to touch some hearts, to touch some people's minds. I don't know what story you're going to make out of this, so I'm going to run you through the entire story of the installation. So come discover with me what's inside me. So my deeper thoughts have been transformed into this metal, and every aspect of this has some deep meaning which I really want to connect to with everybody. The different lines which you see over here all have something to say. This particular line connects to the eyes. This particular line connects to what we hear. This particular line connects to what we speak. And I think that all this finally, gets into this nucleus. And you have this washing machine where everything just gets rush and gush and just goes round and round. That's what happens inside us. And this nucleus gets charged, discharged, and charged, and a lot of things happen. And then we all have this garden, this wonderful field which is there in our head, and I perceive it as a garden. And the way I look at it today is that we all have this, lovely, beautiful creation, which is our brain. And today I feel in a state where I feel there are flowers which are growing inside me. And there could be a different time for everybody, or for me, where something else grows here. It's all this nucleus, what's happening around here, what I'm listening, what I'm hearing, what I'm speaking. And then there is this back of the mind, which is so powerful. And that's what I've discovered, that I never knew that I had this artist inclination at any age. Now I understand that back of my mind there are many things, many treasures. So as I show you on the figure, for this particular person, could be me, could be you, could be anyone, there is this lot of stuff happening. There's a space shuttle here, there are these engineering nuts, and I still don't know, I'm still exploring myself. There might be an engineer inside me, there might be a guy who's going to design a space shuttle. I don't know. I didn't know I'm going to do this art installation. But today my experiences of my life have made me realize that there's so much inside this, in everybody. And this is what is, I'm keen through this installation that people discover this. There is no rocket science behind this. It's experiences of life. And I don't want people to go through the process I went through. Further down, my understanding of life is that all this stuff what's happening here, it goes through inside ourselves. And I've illustrated this by a flute over here. And the rhythm today is calm. And this installation is calmness for me right now. There could be tremor tomorrow. And there was tremor for years. This entire sea was rough. There were storms happening here. Nobody wanted to be around here. They all said, just hold on, make this go smooth. But I was not controlling the sea, it was the flute. It was what they said. It was what was being shown to me. All I was being told is, see that your sea is smooth. We all have the sea inside us. We can't control it entirely. And that's what I'm trying to show by this little illustration out here. That today it's calm, my sea is calm. It's lovely. Everybody wants to swim with me. But when it's rough, they say there's a lot happening in your life. They say it's not okay. And this beautiful heart, yes, maybe it's my heart. Maybe everyone's heart is like this. The way I perceive it, it's like a lagoon, a nice, lovely lagoon. And these little boats and ships, they're like stuff which is just traveling around in my lagoon. When I was at a very young age, I lost my brother. He was the ace child, and I was the crazy, the most mischievous child, the child which is like you really don't want to have, but then there's every chance that you'll have that, and then you need to deal with that kind of a child. And when I lost him to cancer, he was 14 and I was just around 10 or 11, I think. I was said to be strong, that this heart has to be strong like a rock. But I couldn't control it. I mean, it was just there. And I've been trying to, change this and make it stronger. But it was just there. I was told that it's not fine. What happened was for so and so reason. But if I was just told that he was one of these ships or one of these boats and he just traveled out, I would be so more calmer. Or I didn't have to discover this after so many years. And then this hand of ours, which had these propellers. And I remember when I came to this concept of having propellers on the hand, and I wanted to move by itself, and I consulted a aeronautics engineer, and he was kind to tell me that you're crazy to think that it's going to move on its own because it's aeronautics and you need to mold it and you need to do stuff. And I said, I gotta let it move. I gotta let it just happen. And I just did it the way I thought it should be. And yeah, I wish that the wind really kind of came and this turned around, and as a kid, and always I wanted things to just happen the way I dreamt of. But then yeah, I've been a dreamer and I've been that, and but I enjoy that now. I've shown that what I feel. And then as you move further down over here, there's this tiny well. And you know what? This tiny well is in all of us. It's the well of happiness. It's the well of wealth. Of so many different things. Aspirations. And there's limit capacity in all of us. And then we have this thing of more and more and more. And it's going to overflow inside you. And this overflow is going to make you do things you don't want to do. You can't pause. You can't slow down because there's so much happening. This overflow is happening. This is all not looking fine. And that's what we all doing. That's what I did. And I feel if this way I was explained, maybe I wouldn't have done. We all have the same kind of will, and it's just a matter of discovering this way of thinking. I'm not a philosopher. I'm not a preacher. I'm a learner. And this is my understanding through my experiences. It's nothing more than that. So these are the seeds of thought or any kind of seeds inside us. When I was small, I had all these seeds of, craziness. I had this thing of making faces and singing and dancing. I don't know what. I mean, my childhood pictures tell me that, and I have some memories. But then we all have these seeds which are, finally getting produced from what's all happening on top. But they were all focused in the tunes happening on top. They didn't realize that at times, yeah, maybe the seeds were not beautiful. Maybe they were rotten. But then it was just the production of what was happening on top. So that's my perception of life. That if at that point of time or even now, if there is something not right, I'm not crazy. I'm not okay kind of a thing. It's just that these seeds might not be happening right because there's something out of tune out here. And they will be finally when this gets tuned. These seeds will fade away. And then I believe that whatever has happened in thoughts, the echoes of the flute, the propellers moving, the well filling up or not filling up, or overflowing, or seeds happening, or the heart with ships and wrecks and whatever. But then finally it's going to be where you're going to walk towards something in your life, and that's going to be like a piano in your feet. And I've illustrated this by this piano, which at times could be rough. It could be like noisy. It could be soft, or it could be just still. But there's always something happening down here. And it's lovely, everything is in rhythm. But at times, this is so still. And at times, maybe I was not taking any action. And I was just told, take action. But this energy was not just coming down. Everyone focused that this is not in rhythm, this is not happening nice. Or everyone said, this is focus over here, focus over here. But all I had to do was get my rhythm right and walk towards my dreams, walk towards my passion. Every figure here is a sketch from my mind, sketched out with my hand, and then presented in this metal form. The characters here are different parts of me which maybe have dreamt to be this way or have been this way. I don't know. I just felt like them having them here. Like this character you see here, he could be me. He could be the me which was lonely at times. He could be the me which was thinking, which was at times zoned out. We just wanted to be accepted. Then again, if you see, from here there's so much happening inside. But then people could see me from in a different side, and they wouldn't know what's inside me. And maybe for years they've been seeing me from a different angle. Or it could be me closed in a box of thoughts by myself or by people, I don't know. Or it could be me in those times when I held a book and I could perceive nothing, but I was just there, I was doing something. Or it could be these different parts of me having conversations with each other in my mind. Or the one over here which is in a different world. Or the one there which is looking at the skies and just looking for stars even in broad daylight. Or the one who's dreaming. Or this could be me and this could be the different people in my life. I don't know what story comes out of this for you. But the intention here is to connect with people, to make them understand what I feel about life. What's been overwhelming is when I started sharing my story of why this installation. And when I started making people understand of what I've explored inside me, that there is a beautiful mind which has been energized by a nucleus, which is further energized to what I see, what I speak, what I hear. There's so many things happening in our back of our mind. There's a beautiful flute inside, which has all those lovely thoughts which echo inside me. And then, so while I explain to you one character more in detail, the intention here is for every viewer not to go through the process of which I went through to discover life in such a simple fashion. And yes, if I touch a few souls and they can be some form of transformation in their lives, I think this installation has achieved what it had to.